I need to tell someone about what happened on our camping trip last weekend. Maybe writing this script will help me make sense of it all. My friends and I decided to go camping at Blackwood Forest. You know the type. Miles of towering pines and winding trails that seem to go on forever. We found this secluded spot off the main path, perfect for setting up our tents away from other campers. As the sun started to set, casting long shadows through the trees, we gathered around the campfire telling stories and roasting marshmallows. That's when things started to get weird. The forest went dead quiet. No crickets, no rustling leaves, nothing. Just this oppressive silence that made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. We laughed it off, trying to break the tension, but I could see the unease in everyone's eyes. Later that night, I woke up to use the bathroom. As I fumbled with my flashlight and stepped out of the tent, something felt off. The air was thick, almost syrupy, and I swear I could hear whispers coming from the trees. I tried to shake it off, telling myself it was just my imagination running wild. But then I saw it, just at the edge of my flashlight beam, a figure. Tall, unnaturally thin, its limbs too long and bent at odd angles. For a split second, I thought it was just a trick of the light, a shadow playing on a tree trunk. But then it moved. I ran, my heart pounding in my ears. I sprinted back to the campsite, leaves and branches whipping at my face. I burst into the clearing, gasping for air, trying to wake my friends. But as I looked around, my blood ran cold. The tents were empty, sleeping bags unzipped, gear scattered everywhere like they'd left in a hurry. But there was no sign of my friends. No footprints, no trail, nothing. Just this overwhelming sense of wrongness that seemed to pulse through the very air. I grabbed my phone, desperately trying to call for help, but there was no signal. Of course there wasn't. We were miles from civilization, surrounded by dense forest that seemed to be closing in around me. The trees looked different now, twisted and menacing, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. That's when I heard it, a sound that still haunts my nightmares. It was like the forest itself was laughing. A low, rumbling chuckle that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. I ran again, blindly crashing through the underbrush, branches tearing at my clothes. I don't know how long I ran. Minutes? Hours? Time seemed to lose all meaning in that nightmare forest. But just when I thought I couldn't go on, I saw a break in the trees ahead. Hope surged through me as I pushed myself harder, desperate to reach that clearing. But as I burst through the tree line, my heart sank. I was right back where I started. Our campsite exactly as I'd left it. Empty tents, scattered gear, that same oppressive silence. It was impossible. I'd run in a straight line, I was sure of it. How could I have ended up back here? That's when I realized the truth. Whatever was in these woods, whatever had taken my friends, it was toying with me. This forest wasn't natural. It was alive, conscious, and it had us trapped in its twisted game. I'm still here, writing this on my phone. The battery's almost dead, and I don't know how much longer I can keep running. If anyone finds this, please, whatever you do, stay away from Blackwood Forest. It's not what it seems. And if you hear laughter in the trees, run, and pray it lets you go.